a traditional style business. Or you can go the e-business route, which is actually kind of different. The old, long time ago, a real kind of beginning definition of it had it tied with e-commerce. And say, well, an e-business, oh, they do e-commerce. If you think about it, then every business is an e-business. After what I just said about having to be on the internet, otherwise you don't exist, using technology. Well, then that requires everybody to be an e-business, but not everybody is an e-business. So if you want to talk about e-businesses, it's not a bad side note, not on the slide set, but just kind of as a FYI. My personal definition of that is it's a business that doesn't exist in the real world. And as an example of that, let's take the comparison between Amazon. We all know about Amazon. If you're a student, you buy books, Amazon, and then Barnes & Noble. Barnes & Noble is a traditional business. In fact, if you go to any Barnes & Noble, there's stores. You can walk in. And people actually still buy books at the stores. In fact, it's a great place. They have free internet access now. Well, Starbucks has got free internet access. You usually see Barnes & Nobles kind of mixed in with the Noah's Bagels and the Starbucks, usually on the same center, maybe sometimes under the same roof. You walk in, you spend a couple hours. If you're a nerdy type, that's entertainment for you. You find some books, you sit there, you study, you do stuff like that. You can't do that with Amazon. Amazon doesn't have a real store that you can walk into. In fact, Amazon has warehouses where they actually stock stuff that comes from publishers. Barnes & Noble actually doesn't have any warehouses. They have stores, and they drop ship everything. So when you buy something from a Barnes & Noble, it generally comes directly from a publisher to a customer through like this wall called Barnes & Noble, and that handles the transaction using e-commerce, as the buzzword for it. Amazon, similar. However, they actually have warehouses full of stuff, and they have a couple of different components. As an example, everyone's aware you can buy used books at Amazon. Actually, you can buy more than just books at Amazon. You can buy stereo equipment. You can buy everything, practically. It's almost like a little eBay, if you think about it. They have their own little consumer-to-consumer portal aspect of it as well, and they have actually branched out into a couple of other areas as well. But long story short, you can't walk into an Amazon store and buy somebody's used stereo equipment. Not only is it not there, but it's just impossible.